Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Nikki Fogden-Moore, the Mojo Maker, and this is my YouTube channel. And today we're doing a Whiteboard Wednesday on how to win your week. So these are the sessions where I dive into how to use the resources that you all have available to you, why it is so simple, and they're all very, very, very proven tools that I've used for decades with or thousands and thousands of people. So from individual clients to working with corporates and teams, this particular one is probably one of the recurring bestsellers, if you like, the winning week. And it really works, but it is so simple. The only thing getting in the way of, I think, people really getting great results from this is the fact they don't do it regularly enough. So my challenge to you, if you're watching this video and you download the worksheet, so everything will be in the comments below, in that section below and in the description box. You can also schedule a discovery call with me as well. If you feel like you're really needing to get out of a rut and accelerate what you're doing and start moving away from saying you have lack of self-discipline and I've got to break up with procrastination, all those usual things, then this is for you. So first and foremost, welcome to the channel. I've been doing this for a very, very long time, working with high-performing individuals and companies on how to find flow instead of force. So instead of pushing through things and getting overwhelmed and opting out and burning out, there really is another way, and it is so simple. So whether you've listened to Tony Robbins or Joe Dispenza or Lewis Howes or anyone that you find inspiring, everyone from Brene Brown right through to Eckhart Tolle and everyone that is talking about the same thing, which is trust yourself. So it's self-leadership. Really, essentially, that's the bottom line. And that's really my niche, is putting you in the driver's seat and removing fear, blame, shame, confusion, overwhelm, all the things that kind of trap us in a state of inertia, and putting you in a position where you can actually just get on with things, identify goals that really mean something to you. That's also very important. And then just the practicality of taking something that's important and trying to integrate that into your week without turning everything upside down. So welcome. If you love this, please like and subscribe and share. It really, really helps our channel. And we'll be doing these Whiteboard Wednesdays off the back of my Monday Mojos. So usually I do a Monday Mojo, which is a free blog, which links to all the tool sheets and the resources and everything else. And then we do extra how to dive deeper into those subjects to give you that extra nudge and those tools and resources and the things that really going to make it happen for you to apply that knowledge. So let's dive into this winning week. How do you win your week? What is a winning week? If you've got any of my books, whether it's Fitpreneur or Vitality or Radical Self-Belief, or you've listened to any of the podcasts and shows, or you've been on to any of my channel before, winning weeks has been a theme, I think, almost for 15 to 20 years now. It is something that is talking about work-life blend. Ultimately, if we're constantly trying to get work-life balance, we're robbing one thing for the other. We're constantly trying to negotiate our time, and then, you've got to give this up to get that time back. And we know one thing's for sure, time is finite. We all have 1,440 minutes in the day. It is how you use it that really, really matters. And why am I an expert in this? Because all I do day in, day out is support people to find the best solution for sustainable success. So that's not binge exercising, binge business plans, radical goals that put you on the edge of the seat and are really exciting, but it's also the stuff that helps you actually get sustainable results and not have collateral damage along the way, because success shouldn't be at the cost of your health. It shouldn't be at the cost of your relationships. It shouldn't be at the cost of the time that you get to spend and enjoy the journey. That's all part of it. So integrating your week and having work-life blend means that while you're busy churning through adulting, whether you're running a business or you've started a company or you're an employee or you're just a fantastic parent, whatever it is, you learn to integrate and win your week rather than having to negotiate your time and constantly feel like, when I get to the weekend, when I have a holiday, when I reach this goal, then I can relax, then I can look after my health, then I can be conscious of my cash flow, all those things that actually just need to be micro moments in your week. So the other thing I want to talk about, and I just did a really quick example in my own notebook. So these are my little notebooks I carry with me. You don't need anything fancy for the winning week, right? So this is kind of the topics here, and I'll get Ralph to put that on the video for you. But essentially you've got 5 core pillars to living a sustainable life. One is me time, and that's essentially your oxygen mask on first. Without that, you know, you can't perform, you can't be there for your friends and family, you can't think of good ideas, you can't solve difficult decisions in business, you can't lead unless you've got your oxygen mask on first. We know this. My question to you is, are you applying this knowledge? So me time is the first pillar. The second pillar in winning weeks is admin and work stuff. So obviously the big rocks around, do not hide from your bills as well. So I always put some time aside on Friday. I call it Finance Friday, and I have a little schedule in my agenda where I go through all my admin and I check everything out. And the most important thing with finance is being on top of it and having knowledge and learning and managing it and not being afraid of that area. And I find 97% of the people that I work with that are growing into success often are afraid of finances and numbers, and the moment they start to get curious of that and they build it into their weeks, it puts them in a completely different position. So admin is personal admin as well as work jobs, big projects. It's not a work in progress, it's the big stuff that you have to take care of this week. The third pillar is friends and family. So everything from dropping your kids off at hockey or school or whatever, you know, all that takes up time, to perhaps you've got, who is it that you want to spend time with this week? What friendships are you nurturing, you want to connect with? Are there social events and things that are coming up so that you're going to have to really look at making sure, where do you choose to spend your time? And are you just going to things out of habit, or are the activities that you're doing during your week, which are for your family and with your friends, on purpose and integrated into your diary? Because even driving from A to B takes time as well, and that's time that you can't do for anything else. And I think people forget about what I call the life logistics. So there's going to be some life logistics when it comes to family, and there's going to be some choices to make and some special occasions when it comes to friends. But make sure that you pay attention to that. So on a Sunday, it's just helpful to look at, what are my family commitments and what are my friend commitments for this week? And if you don't have anything in there, maybe look at adding some stuff in there and contributing to those two factors for your work-life blend. The other thing is health and fitness. So without our health, we have no wealth. And that is just, everyone knows this on the planet, but for some reason, it becomes the collateral damage to being a parent or being busy or building a business. And it's always, I'm too busy to work out, or I don't have the time, and it's too far gone now, and all these things. And really, my biggest advice from being in the industry for so long is just micro habits. Just 15 minutes a day can make a massive difference. Walking is the fastest way to get your health back. You know, even if you're just monitoring the 10,000 steps challenge, you're moving. And why is this important? Because you get to do it. Because when you don't get to do it, and when it's not an option, but due to injury or illness or anything else, you suddenly realize and you wish you had it. So be smart and really look after your body. It's the only one that you're in. It deserves the time and attention. And I want you to think about this if you're watching this video. What are the excuses that your subconscious comes up with that prevents you from integrating well-being into your day? And I'll give you a couple of examples of how I make sure that even when I'm doing 16-hour days and big travel, I always make time to ensure I've got movement and some tiny bit of functional exercise, or like the wake up workout. So for example, walking in the airport, little things like that becomes something, it's an activity. You should just be really present. If that's the only place you're going to get your steps up because you travel a lot like me, so be it. Or get up half an hour earlier, do some, you know, some crunchies, some abs, some push-ups, some squats and some lunges. And then even if you just do 15 minutes, you're activating, using all the ligaments, your muscles, and oxygenating your blood at the same time. Very important. So you do not need to go to the gym. You actually have to get your mind gym right, which is, am I using my body daily? Keep it really simple. And if you want the wake up workout, drop a little comment below, wake up workout, and I'll send that to you for free. Absolutely no problem. The last thing I think that most people get confused with is giving back. So giving back for me is not necessarily big philanthropic things. It could just be sitting down, putting your phone down and reading a story to your child at night, or spending some quality time with your partner, or checking on a neighbor, or little things that are in your own ecosystem. And then of course there's the bigger philanthropic things. For example, if you're an organization or you've got rescue rescue animals or whatever it is that you're participating in that's a cause close to your heart, then what are you doing towards giving back this week? Are you doing things that are within your local family? Are you doing things within your community, or are you doing things in a broader context? And it's just as simple sometimes as picking up the phone to someone and checking in, or dropping some things off for donation and thinking about other people. And I think that's really, really important. Start at home with giving back. So this is your winning week, right? So you've got me time, number one, admin, personal, and work. You've got friends and family to consider. Then you've got your health and well-being. All of these are equally important. And the last term is giving back. Where are you spending time nurturing something that means a lot to you? Why are people not getting the message on work-life blend? Because we're so busy talking about work-life balance, and we also push ourselves to have to maintain a schedule that is not sustainable. So if you've got family, if you're running a business, if you're trying to grow your business, if you're looking after a staff, or even if you're just reporting into a board of directors and you don't have a lot of time, working out as if you're an Olympic athlete is probably not going to be an option. But if you consider a more sustainable, consistent approach, then the results all stack up. And I call those micro moments. So where in your week, within your 90-day goals or anything else that you want to achieve this year, are you contributing to that end result with your weekly and daily activities? You have to work your way back, because if your winning week doesn't reflect what you want your life to be like, how you should be living if you were successful, and the healthy, good, positive mindset, on purpose, calm individual that you want to be, then you're never going to get there, because you'll constantly have a hope project. So winning weeks give you an accountability to not only yourself, but also they're a great thing to do with your partner on a weekend, to go, what have you got going on? What have I got going on this week? Who's going to divide and conquer? And when are we making time for ourselves as a couple? Very, very important. And then where do you nurture yourself? So if you're listening to this and you're a business founder, you're an owner, you're a CEO, whatever it is, you matter just as much as your bottom line. Your results matter on your mindset just as much as your profit. And if you don't unlock the tiny little elements that can help you achieve a sense of flow state, a sense of navigating chaotic moments, because the amount of workload that you're going to have when you get more successful does not diminish. You're still going to be managing people and delegating things out. Then mastering how to win your week, mastering winning weeks, getting in charge of that, very simple, on the back of a napkin. I will put the workbook down here for you though. Then once you do that, you can unlock a really different way of approaching things. Now, caveat to this, it does not matter how much AI, how much automation, how many apps you've got on your phone, what you're doing in the business. Your internal operating system needs to have pen to paper to set yourself up for the week. So this is your regroup. This is the cognitive connection that you need for your body to feel on purpose and in charge of your life and in the driver's seat, as I call it. Now, if you love this idea, but you don't apply it, how will you know if it works? So I'm going to give you a little bit of inspiration and encouragement. So those of you that actually send me your winning weeks and give it a go and comment, you can either, I'll put the email down below, you can email your winning weeks to hello@nikkifogdenmoore.com. Those of you that do it, we'll run a competition to incentivize you to start showing up for yourself. And I mean, I really shouldn't have to do it, because you are really worth showing up for yourself, but sometimes we just need a chiropractic shift to be reminded and have that accountability and create a community where this is very important. And it is free, it is the easiest thing, and it will give you radical results. So my challenge to you, if you're watching this video at any time, is do your winning weeks. Do it for at least 4 weeks. I do them every week. There is no off week. Even if I'm on a holiday, maybe, if I'm on an island somewhere and I don't need to do it. But generally speaking, as business owner, I've always got something in the back of my head I need to be doing. It goes down into that winning week. So get used to being in the driver's seat. Get used to winning your weeks. Get used to work-life blend and looking at your week holistically. And once you've done that, you can start adding things into your agenda. And we should be incredibly transparent as well to support people at work, that if you want to do Pilates at lunchtime, you should be able to put Pilates at lunchtime in your work agenda, and that should be celebrated. And that means that's where you're going, of course. But also if you've got half day off, if you want to take annual leave because it's a special occasion, or you've got come in late because you've got a personal appointment. I'm being more transparent, booking those things in rather than to sneak the time off is so important, and it creates a culture of trust, transparency, and then also it really motivates people to just show up for themselves, because by doing the right thing as a business owner or a founder, by leading by example, you're also coaching your team and teaching them how to not be overwhelmed, how to do their winning weeks, and how to be in the driver's seat of their own life, whatever their job title, whatever their age. This is a self-leadership tool that is so, so important. So I hope you enjoyed this little Whiteboard Wednesday. I'm actually visiting my mum at the moment, part of my winning week. I'm very lucky to have got some New Zealand clients, and off the back of that trip this week, I've driven down to see my mum, and it's been really special. So that's why my background is a little bit different this week for this video. But I hope it's inspired you to remember that the only person that can change the outcome of when you put your goals into practice is you. The only person that can actually appreciate and apply the tools and the knowledge that you get given is you. But we'll be here to support you. We'll be here to give you some cheerleading moments. We'll be here to incentivize you, but you've got to meet in the middle and step up for yourself and go, write down what's holding you back. What are the blurts and the excuses and all the reasons I tell myself, oh, I'm too busy, or I can't do this, or it's too late, or I'm too old, or got too many responsibilities. Those are all the reasons why you need to be doing winning weeks. So I'm Nikki Fogden-Moore. This resource, Winning Weeks, really works. Give it a shot. It's free. All the downloads and links are in the description box below. And if you'd like to book a discovery call, please do so. Just reach out to my team. The details for that will be down there, and we'd love to see your winning week. So comment, like, share. Your support means the world to this channel. It's great to be back. I had a massive hiatus, and it was just so healthy for me to do that. And I want to come back with more focus and continuity for you, to give you the real difference and make sure that you're just getting the most out of life with the very least effort, and to avoid overwhelm and know how you can navigate this busy world with ease. Then this is it, and you've come to the right channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.